Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joe Hendy, the Android Authority app guy, and it's about that time to round up the best new Android games that were released over the course of the last month. If you want to check out any of these games for yourself, you can find those links in the video description below. Another Lost Phone, Laura's Story, is the next game in the Lost Phone franchise. The player finds a lost phone and their goal is to find Laura, the phone's owner. This is accomplished by digging through the phone to find out information, and there's a note-taking app, a gallery, a messaging app, and a whole bunch of other stuff to go through. It's a sleuthing game, and that means there aren't any difficult mechanics to learn. However, it is a lot of fun figuring out what's going on. The game runs for $3.49 with no in-app purchases. Batman: The Enemy Within is the latest game from Telltale Games. It follows a new story of Batman in a fight against the Riddler. The game follows many of Telltale's hallmark mechanics, and those include point-and-click mechanics, an episodic adventure narrative, and fun comic book style graphics. The game comes with 5 episodes. The first episode is free, while subsequent episodes run for $4.99, or you can just buy them all at once for $14.99. Into the Dead 2 is the sequel to the popular Into the Dead game. This game has a lot of the same flavor as the first game. You run, you kill zombies, and you try to survive. This new game adds a storyline, more varied gameplay mechanics, and a dog companion to the mix. It also comes with various challenges, decent graphics, and a lot more. It's a freemium game, however, it's otherwise a very solid title. Middle-earth: Shadow of War is the latest Lord of the Rings game. It follows the story of Talion and his fight with Sauron's army. The game is freemium, and you should expect some freemium elements with this title. Additionally, the game includes action RPG combat mechanics, various loot to collect, and various Lord of the Rings characters to collect as well. Other than that, the graphics and sound are decent, and the mechanics are fairly simple to learn. It's already fairly popular, and it's worth a shot. Nightrun is a new Infinite Runner game. It features minimal graphics and a simple premise. Your health drains as you run, and your goal is to collect hearts in order to remain alive while also avoiding other obstacles. The obstacles are a little difficult to get used to at first, however, it does come to you over time. Unlike most, this one isn't a freemium title. There is only a single 99-cent charge in order to remove the ads. Otherwise, it's a clean, fairly decent little time waster. Pokemon Playhouse is a new Pokemon-themed kids game. It is nothing like the prior Pokemon games, and the age recommendation for this one is ages 3 to 5. Thus, you won't find anything challenging or difficult whatsoever. There isn't even any dialogue to read. That makes it great for kids and probably a little boring for adults. The mechanics are dead easy to learn, plus the Pokemon are absolutely adorable in this one. It's totally free to download with no in-app purchases or advertisements. Stranger Things the game is exactly what the title says. It's a game that takes place in the Stranger Things universe. You play as various characters from the show, and each character has their own special abilities. You use those abilities to solve puzzles in order to progress through the storyline. It has retro graphics, delightfully smooth controls, and simple gameplay mechanics. It's also entirely free with no in-app purchases or advertisements, and might be the best game in that category. Taps is an interesting little puzzle game. Players have 2 game boards to start with, and the idea is to tap tiles on one board until it matches the other board. Each tap adds 1 to the tile count as well as the adjacent tiles. The game's difficulty scales the further you go up, and it also features 400 levels, variable difficulty settings, leaderboards, and a whole lot more. The free version of the game does contain ads, but the pro version removes the advertising. Thimbleweed Park is a comedy adventure game with a noir theme. You play as 5 random people who show up in a weird town one day for some reason. Your goal is to figure out that reason. The game comes with retro graphics, plenty of jokes, and 5 playable characters. You also get 2 difficulty levels, a hint system, and more jokes. The narrative drives the game forward, and it is a bit expensive at $9.99. However, there are no ads or in-app purchases. Wrecker's Revenge is a puzzle platformer from Cartoon Network. You play as Gumball, and the idea is to launch him from platform to platform without getting yourself killed. The goal is to save all of your friends, complete the various levels, and obtain cash for in-game power-ups. The mechanics are a tad wonky, but otherwise it plays fine. It's definitely not the deepest game ever, but on the flip side of that coin, it's also difficult to knock a free game that doesn't have any in-app purchases. And that about does it for this one, folks. As usual, you can check out any of these games for yourself in the video description below if you want to check them out. Also, don't forget to click subscribe and ring the bell to get the latest Android Authority videos as soon as they come out. As always, thanks for watching, everybody, and have a wonderful day.